Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Bionic Trades. I want to start off by thanking those that have already subscribed to this channel. Your subscription and likes are what keeps me motivated to continue making these videos. I know it's been a little while since I put out a video, and that's because I really haven't found the consistency I was looking for. I would have really good days, but I would also have many bad days as well. In some ways, it kind of felt like I was getting lucky on my really good days. So I decided to take a little break on the content creation and focus really on building consistency in the bot. You'll also notice that I've reduced the bet size of the average trade, and I do this so that I could trade more often and experiment a little bit more on my entries and my exits. I know it's not super exciting to see me win or lose a few dollars every day, but I do feel like we're very close to being able to start scaling up in terms of trade size very shortly. I hope you stick with me for future videos to see that happen. For now, we'll just focus on our win rate and hopefully win more than we lose. Alright, so let's jump right into it. So in the last few months, what I've learned, at least from watching my bot, is that I really need to focus more on the losing. I know that's a weird thing to say because obviously we want to win, but generally speaking, winners take care of themselves and don't require a lot of management. It's when things go wrong that we actually have to take more decisive action. What I was doing before was just allowing the trade to either stop out or hit my target. While that wasn't a horrible strategy, I realized there was a lot of opportunity to optimize and either lose less or maybe just win a little bit. Since the last few days of the year are generally pretty light in terms of trading, and trading momentum might be a little less consistent because of lighter volume, this would be a really good opportunity to prove out these new features. On this day, December 29th, it was a perfect example of very light trading. In fact, I only had 4 stocks in my trade basket and ended up only making a handful of trades. This makes a lot of sense because this was the first day back from after Christmas, so participation in trading was quite light. Part of my system is to recognize when to trade and when to stay on the sidelines. Since we depend on momentum, we want to make sure that we avoid those times when others aren't trading. Alright, so let's get started on our first trade. We'll make our first trade on LI. So you'll notice that as soon as we get in, we almost immediately get right back out for a small loss. The bot was overly defensive and got out at the first sign of weakness. This was a big bummer because you'll see that we lost out on potential profits. But that's going to happen, and we would rather miss out on potential profits than to lose big on a trade. You'll notice here that we'll continue to track our imaginary profits even though we've clearly already closed out the trade. That's actually not intentional. This is a result of a NinjaTrader bug with TD Ameritrade, where account data is not updated until the next trade. By the way, if you're not sure what you're looking at, please check out my other video where I do a full walkthrough of this entire screen. This is getting pretty brutal. We're missing out on almost a 0.5% move, which is what we could potentially bring in on an entire day. But clearly this wasn't meant to be. We'll just continue on to the next trade and hope for better results. Let me know in the comments if you think that we're being way too defensive here. Let's speed up things a bit to get to our next trade. Here we make an attempt to buy APA, but we ultimately don't get filled. So here we are buying LI again. You'll notice that we reset the account data to reflect our current position. So far, nothing has triggered any of our defense mechanisms. And we're trailing our stops up for additional protection. And just like that, we're out with 0.25% profit. So let's see if we can keep this momentum going throughout the day. Looks like LI is moving without us, but hopefully we can get re-entered at some point. Here we are making our third attempt on LI. It's starting to look pretty good, like we're going to break out of this range. But we get out due to a market reversal, which is a custom market indicator that is now telling me that it's a better time to go short. So let's see if it was a good decision to get out early. I think so. We're looking for momentum, and it looks like the momentum has stalled out, at least for the near term. For our next trade, we're looking for a short on Oxy, OXY. But you can see quickly that we did not get filled. Okay, so let's keep going. It's now 12:45 Central Time, and we're on our fourth trade now. No surprise, we're trading LI again. On slow days, most stocks are not moving, but the ones that are moving quite a bit. So here we are again, getting out early due to some weakness. Since we're trading small time frames, we have to respect these tiny inflections, even though we might miss out on some opportunities. At least this time, we got out with a little bit of profit. I'll have to admit, playing defense is not a lot of fun, but in the long run, defense is what's going to keep us in the game long term. Capital preservation is our top priority. Okay, this is our last trade for the session. Will it be a winner? Momentum is building. We might be able to make a new high. And just like that, we've hit our scalp target. Looks like we made a good decision to take our profits. So now we're at the end of our trading session. We don't enter any trades after 2:35, so this will be our last trade. While we didn't make a ton of money today, I'm really happy with today's results. We have a positive P&L, and we also have a win rate of 3 out of 5 trades. Alright, that's a wrap. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Bionic Trades. I'll also be releasing a couple more videos in very short order, so please remember to subscribe so you'll be notified when they're released.